In this content, you will learn about the principle of prevention of diseases. So, whenever we have any diseases, what happens? Our body functions are little damaged or it is little slow down. Why? Because of the impact of the disease causing organisms, that is called the bacteria, fungi, or other kind of microbes. Another thing is the treatment of disease always takes time. When somebody is suffering from a disease, it takes time to cure. Hence the patient will have to take complete bed rest, as I just told you, and proper treatment then proceeded. So another thing is the patient may serve as actually whosoever the patient. Now if he or she is allowed to communicate with the healthy person, what it causes? Transmission of the disease. It means disease is communicated from unhealthy to healthy. So keeping all these some limitations, preventive measures are precautionary steps taken to check transmission of infectious disease, and it is especially based on 2 points or 2 parameter. Number one is general ways of prevention of infectious disease, general ways of prevention of disease, and it includes sanitation. I think everybody is aware about the meaning of the sanitation. And sanitation means to it means your body should be very neat and clean. You must take only the clean water, and you must clean the your surroundings, even the community also. So the first basic principle of prevention of disease is public hygiene of the environment, and it is come under the sanitation. Another things is in the sanitation is to make the surrounding clean so that we can check the spread of the disease. For example, there are some of the airborne diseases. If we are moving here and there, so what happened? From our sputum, from our cough, whatever the bacteria inside our body, it will be spread and it will reach to the healthy person. Some of the waterborne diseases also there. So if this waterborne disease is especially spread by the fecal matters of the human beings. What the fecal matter? That is the all the sewage water that contain the excretory materials from the households or from the human body, and it causes the diarrhea, it causes the cholera, and it also invite the flies, and you know the flies is a bacteria which is very easily transmit the disease. So these are the some general things we must keep in the mind. So another thing we can come to that eradication of vectors. Suppose some of the vector borne diseases, you must know about the house flies and mosquitoes. These two insects are very old, and they provide or they impart the spread of disease in very vigorous way or very faster way. So we must use the some of the pesticides that is that must be eco friendly, and so that we can remove the vectors like housefly. Housefly is responsible to transmit the diarrhea and the dysentery, and this house that is mosquitoes is basically causing the dengue fever and malaria. Now another general method which is used to prevent the infectious disease is isolation of the patient. So I think when you ask to your grandparents, your uh, grandmother or grandfather, you will find a very good answer that in their own time what happened when somebody is suffering from cholera or chicken pox or smallpox, what happened? The people left him in a single room and nobody is allowed to meet them, because this is their own method to prevent the disease. It means the patient should be kept in a isolated room. Nowadays in the corona COVID-19, same procedure used. There are some of the isolation wards are prepared wherever the patient who is suffering from this corona, they must keep in the isolated ward. Another thing, sterilization. Sterilization means, the meaning of sterilization means to make the utensils, their towels, their clothings free from germs. So it is one of the hygiene thing. Next, proper and sufficient food to everyone. My food, actually food provide the immunity power, and due to the lack of the food, what happened, normally the our required energy level cannot be fulfilled, so we can easily in the grip of the diseases. So we must take proper food, or it must be provided to the disease or the healthy person. Now the next one is the use of mass media communication. This is a better way to spread about the general health, hygiene, sanitation, or public awareness is very essential to control or to prevent the spread of the infectious disease or communicable diseases. Now the second thing is, first we have discussed general ways of prevention of disease. Now second one is specific ways of prevention of infectious disease. Whatever the specific reason by which, if we are apply this, we can shortly and very soon prevent the spread of the infectious disease, or we can control the infectious disease. The first one is called immunization program. Immunization program is related to increase the immunity of a person. Immunity is tend to fight against the diseases. Whatever actually in our body system, there are some fighters, there are some soldiers, they are called antibodies. Antibodies are present in our blood cells, and these antibodies have power to recognize the disease causing microbe. You must know that if somebody is suffering from smallpox or chickenpox in first of in earlier or in his lifetime, so there is a very rarest chance to appear this disease in second time in his or her lifetime. Actually our body have their own memory cells, so these memory cells help out to locate or to find out the particular diseases, and that diseases causing microbes like virus, fungi, or bacteria, when once recognized, our body itself prepare more and more antibodies. These antibodies are the proteinaceous substance which fight to a particular disease causing agents, that is virus, bacteria, or fungi. So in this way our immunity may be enhanced, or our immunity can be increased. Next one is the vaccination. Now the vaccines, first we must know the what is the meaning of vaccines. Actually vaccines are the attenuated or heat killed or weakened strain of a particular microbes, that include virus, bacteria, and it is either given to the body through orally or in the injected form. So what the meaning of vaccines? Vaccines are the attenuated means weakened or heat killed strain of a particular microbes, which is given to the body either orally or in the injected form or in the form of injection. So the process of introducing vaccine in our body is called as vaccination. What the meaning of vaccination now? Vaccination is the process of introducing vaccines into the body is called vaccination. It was the man, or it was the great contribution of the Edward Jenner, who first of all discovered the vaccine. So vaccine first of all was discovered by the Edward Jenner, and it was the cowpox vaccine prepared by him. And these vaccines are essential to enhance or to increase our immunity system. What the immunity system in the literal meaning? Immunity system means to fight against diseases whichever try to attack on our body system. So there are various kind of vaccines time to time taken when we took birth, when we are in the childhood period, or when we are in the infants baby or newborn baby. So some of the common vaccines which is generally uh, given to us are DPT. D stand for diphtheria, P stand for pertussis, and T for tetanus. So this vaccine is given to the infants, and it is very safety. It does not create any kind of problem. So second one is you must have the polio vaccine, which is generally run and given by the government of India to all the small babies. And hepatitis A, hepatitis B vaccines, which is, you know, the hepatitis and hepatitis B both are very dangerous disease, and they are responsible to destroy our liver system, and mostly it may be very lethal and causes death. Another one is BCG. B stand for bacillus, C for comet, G for guerin. BCG is a vaccine which is given to treat the tuberculosis for the infants. So these are the some of the basic things about the prevention of treatment of the diseases, and whatever the principle we are using to treat infectious disease. Thanks to watching.